This week, we celebrate the Ascension of Jesus into heaven, body and soul. And in our diocese, like in a lot of them in the United States, this feast day gets transferred to a Sunday because we want people to be able to celebrate it as a whole church. But it happened 40 days after Easter. This is the time Jesus had been with his disciples and teaching them, continuing to instruct them, and spending time with them. He appears to them at least several times that are recorded. It's likely that he appeared to them many more times. And then comes the day where he is leaving them to go to heaven to be with his Father, to ascend there. And he promises to send the Holy Spirit to them. We know that happens on the day of Pentecost. It's in 10 days or 9 days, depending on how you count it. And when that happens, it's a great moment. But it's even greater for us here at Holy Spirit because Pentecost is our patronal feast day. On the day of the Ascension, when the apostles are gathered with Mary and many of the other disciples, Jesus promises to send them the Holy Spirit. And they get together and they begin to pray. And they pray for the next 9 days, or 10 days, close enough. And they pray for the coming of the Holy Spirit each day. At the beginning, they may not have known when he was going to arrive. They didn't know that it would be 10 days later. Might have guessed that it would be on Pentecost, which was already a Jewish feast day. But it's a special time of preparation. In a series of videos that you'll find connected with this one, we want to walk you through praying for the gifts of the Holy Spirit. There will be a series of these videos, one for each day, so that you can walk along with us, praying and meditating on a particular gift of the Holy Spirit, and then saying a prayer, asking the Holy Spirit to come and to be with you. This is our patronal feast day as a parish. That means this is the title of our church. This is a day that we should celebrate in a particular way, and is part of the particular mission that God has given us at this time in this place to live, to be an example of people who live in deeper union with the grace of the Holy Spirit. Sometimes I've wondered what exactly that's like when you're ordained a priest. You don't get a magic little box that has the Holy Spirit voice that comes out of it or that tells you what to do. But we know that when we live a life of prayer, when we live in deeper communion with God, he does speak through us. And I've experienced this many times as a priest. This journey into the novena is maybe a journey into an experience for you like the disciples had at Pentecost. Maybe the Holy Spirit will come to you in a great roaring wind. I hope so. But maybe it'll be something more quiet as well. We don't know exactly how he will come. We don't know that his voice has a characteristic deep boom to it or some kind of resonance. But what we do know is that God has given us the Holy Spirit to dwell in our hearts, to live inside of us, to help us grow, to strengthen us, to grant us the grace that we need, to live in deeper communion with him. So come along on the journey as we prepare for the great coming of the Holy Spirit at Pentecost.